Hello and welcome to Lifestyle First. My name is Dr. Alka Patel. I am your host and I'm here discussing lifestyle medicine and making self-care as easy as 1, 2, 3. Each week I'll be answering one question by taking a deep dive into 2 aspects of research and literature and giving you 3 actionable health tips to embed self-care into your everyday. And I'll be taking you through the Lifestyle First method. It's an acronym for a method founded in evidence that takes you through a blueprint of 10 key determinants of health and happiness, and takes you from knowing what to do and why to do it and translating that into how to do it. And I know life is busy, so each episode will be a short light bite for you to be able to absorb with ease into your day. This is Series 1, Episode 7, and the theme in the Lifestyle First method that we'll be exploring today is T, time out. Now, time out is a really important component of being able to live a healthy and happy life. And it is just so important to build in time in our day when we're not being whisked away by the busyness of life and that ever lengthening to-do list. And when you take time out, you can literally do nothing. And I will be discussing the benefits of doing nothing in future episodes. Or you can do anything that just allows you to pause and restore and rejuvenate. So today I want to talk about relaxation. It comes from the Latin word laxare, which means to loosen. Most of us will have heard and experienced the stress response. It's that physical, emotional, physiological change in our bodies and our minds that happens when we're under stress or anxious or frightened. You know, sweaty palms, rapid heart rate, tremors, shakes, rapid shallow breathing, pupils dilated. The hormones cortisol and adrenaline, they're on the rise, and it's your sympathetic nervous system that is activated. This is the stress response, the flight or fright response. And we now know that there is an opposite response. Remember physics? I think it's to every action there's an equal and opposite reaction, I think. Well, the opposite of stress is relaxation. And the opposite of the stress response is the relaxation response. So let's turn to the literature to find out more about this. Now, in his book, The Relaxation Response, Dr. Benson describes this response as an inducible physiological state of quietude. It's the ability to heal and rejuvenate, and it's an equally essential survival mechanism to our ability to respond to stresses through flight or fright. And what he says is that actually you only need a mental device, so sound, word or phrase repeated silently or aloud, and a passive attitude of not worrying about how well you're performing and simply putting aside distracting thoughts to feel relaxed and activate your parasympathetic nervous system. And here it's the neurotransmitter acetylcholine that's released, and this works to slow down your heart rate, relax the muscles in your gut. Your adrenaline and cortisol levels drop, your blood pressure drops, your heart rate goes down, your immune system is given a boost. And in the same way that activating the sympathetic nervous system results in flight or fright, well, activating the parasympathetic nervous system results in the rest and digest response, creating that calm feeling. So let's look at a second piece of literature. This is a study I found which was conducted in Massachusetts General Hospital in 2013, published in the open access journal PLOS ONE. And it showed that eliciting the relaxation response actually changes the expression of genes. Now, This study looked at changes during one relaxation episode as well as changes over a longer period of time. And it enrolled 26 healthy adults who had no prior experience of proactive relaxation or the relaxation response. And they all had blood tests upon enrolling, acting as their own control group. And they then went through an 8-week relaxation response training course. And then they had another set of blood tests 20 minutes after listening to a CD, which was used to elicit that relaxation response as part of daily practice. And another group of 25 participants, well, they were also enrolled into the study. And this group, however, had between 4 and 25 years of experience of regularly eliciting the relaxation response. And they too had their blood samples taken before and after listening to the relaxation CD. And these blood samples, well, they were analysed for over 22,000 genes. And the results showed significant changes in gene expression between the blood sample prior to undertaking relaxation training and after. And what the researchers found was that in particular, it was the genes related to energy metabolism that were upregulated, and it was those related to stress and trauma and cancer and inflammation, and in particular a protein called NFKB, well, they were suppressed. So relaxation actually impacted on genes. And there you have it, the answer to how does the relaxation response reduce stress? Well, it's primarily through activation of the parasympathetic nervous system to reduce your heart rate, your blood pressure, and produce that sense of calm. And it's through suppression of the activation of genes which are linked to stress. Fascinating. So this really does highlight how relaxation can reduce stress at both an emotional, physiological, and molecular level. So, here is now the part of the podcast I most look forward to. Your 3 health hacks, your 3 activating actions, your lifestyle first prescription. And today I'm prescribing time out. So, number 1, here is a technique from Dr. Herbert Benson's book to enable you to elicit the relaxation response. So, sit quietly in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and just start to deeply relax all your muscles. Start at your feet, progress upwards all the way up to your face, and just keep your muscles relaxed. Breathe through your nose, and just become aware of your breathing. And as you breathe out, say the word 1 silently, or any sound with no meaning attached, and just continue to breathe easily and naturally, saying the word 1 as you breathe out. And continue this for 1 minute or 10 minutes. And when you finish, just sit quietly and then gradually open your eyes. Don't worry about whether you've been successful in feeling deeply relaxed. Just maintain a very passive attitude and just allow relaxation to occur at its own pace. And if you do get distracting thoughts, well, just ignore them. Don't dwell upon them. Just return to repeating 1. And what you will find is that with practice, the relaxation response will come with little effort. So just practice once or twice a day for 1 minute or 10 minutes or however long you want. So number 2, another technique is progressive muscle relaxation. Now this technique was developed by an American physician called Edmund Jacobson back in the 1920s, and it was based on the premise that since muscle tension accompanies anxiety, you can reduce anxiety by learning how to relax the muscle tension. And what this technique for eliciting the relaxation response involves is tensing your muscles in a sequential pattern with your eyes closed for about 10 seconds and then releasing quickly for about 10 or 20 seconds before continuing with the next muscle group. And whilst you're doing this, just focus your mind on the distinction between the feeling of tension and relaxation. Firstly, your forehead. Raise your eyebrows and feel that tightness in your forehead, and just hold that for 5 to 10 seconds. And then scrunch your eyes really, really tightly and relax. The second area is your jaw. So close your mouth by tightening your jaw and lips and teeth, and hold again for 5 to 10 seconds and then relax. The third area of focus is your shoulders and your neck. So raise your shoulders up, tighten your shoulders, neck muscles, and hold again for 5 to 10 seconds, then let your shoulders just drop down. And your hands, so just tighten your hands into fists and hold that tension in your hands and your forearms for 5 to 10 seconds and relax. And finally, your diaphragm. So breathe in deeply, hold the air in, and then let the air out through your mouth. And those are 5 key muscle areas to focus on. And number 3 is visualization. So visualization is a technique that has been used successfully in stress reduction. It's in essence a multi-sensory approach. So again, find a quiet place and close your eyes. And now imagine a scene, any scene at all, using all of your 5 senses. What does it look like? How does it feel? What scents are there? What do you hear? What do you taste? Try and include as many details as possible in this scene. You might find it helpful to start practicing guided imagery or visualization exercises by first reconstructing a pleasant memory of your own, and then you can build new constructs that go way beyond your memory and actually into your own life goals and aspirations. So visualizing what you want to achieve or be or do. And really, if you can see it and you can feel it, you can become it. So that concludes today's episode, making self-care as easy as 1, 2, 3, with the backing of information and evidence from the field of lifestyle medicine. I really hope this has inspired you to take action. Please don't forget to subscribe and share, and the more you share, the more you too are instrumental in spreading messages of health that matter. And of course, please do leave me comments, ratings, and a review so that I can continue to provide you with credible, motivating, thought-stimulating, and practical information that lets you shape your health and be the author of your own health story. And the Lifestyle First YouTube channel and podcast, they're both sister channels. So do let me know what you think and connect with me on all the usual social media channels at Dr. Alka Patel UK. And just use the hashtag the Lifestyle First podcast or hashtag TLFP so that I can connect easily with you. And if you want to know more or access show notes and free resources, then just head on over to my website, www.dralkapatel.com. I look forward to welcoming you back next week.